So incredibly happy that you selected her. It's probably one of the highlights of my year this year, so I really appreciate it. She's absolutely amazing.
That is high praise from one of Columbus's finest. This morning, NBC4 continues to recognize the great contributions women have made to our communities.
Yeah, through her work with the Columbus Division of Police, this week's remarkable woman is not only making an impact on Central Ohio, but she's also making an impact on those who protect and serve.
It was a chance encounter with a homeless veteran that set Nicole Banks on the path to service. In helping that one man, Nicole came to a life-changing realization.
And sometimes the problems of the world can become very overwhelming. All you want to do is just be able to make a difference for one. Just focus on what's in front of you.
From there, Nicole created the STARFISH assignment. It's a group with two priorities. The first is to help people by partnering with the Columbus Police Department on projects like Books and Badges. That's where officers read to children in a classroom, and then the entire class is given a copy of the book.
It gives them a chance to interact with the police officers in their neighborhoods, and they're going to remember that experience. And then it humanizes them. They realize that cops are people.
Officers like Sergeant Dana HESS realize the value in that relationship.
It makes them more willing to trust us, more willing to want to come to us when there is an issue, and hopefully as they grow up and become adults, more willing to connect with us and to communicate with us when they have issues and problems.
The organization's second priority is to educate people about what officers do above and beyond the day-to-day. Whether it's fixing a car for a homeless couple or finding shelter for a mother and her children, officers step up quietly to help.
We've had people put comments on there that they had no idea that police officers were doing this kind of thing. I had one officer tell me that it makes him feel human. Again, it reminds him that he's human. The overwhelming majority of police officers go to work every day to try to make a difference, and not just that, they make a difference. And those are the stories that don't make the news.
Now, thanks to the STARFISH assignment, those stories are being told, and it's promoting more good in the community.
It absolutely inspires me. She makes me want to be a better person and a better police officer, whether it's law enforcement or the community. She makes you want to get out there to meet more people, just to impact the community in a positive way.
And might not be able to change the whole world, but you know what? We stand a really good chance of changing Columbus. There's a very good chance that we can make a really good difference in Columbus. So why not try?
And we mentioned Books and Badges. That's just one of the many projects that the STARFISH assignment gets behind. There's also Cops and Barbers, which is an event that gets kids ready for back to school. They have an annual coat drive and so much more. To see all of the work being done by Nicole and the STARFISH assignment, visit NBC4i.com. We've got a link to their website and blog in the story. And the thing is, talking with Nicole, you know, she has a full-time job. She's a businesswoman. She has a son, and she's doing this, which is almost like another full-time job in her spare time, but she's so passionate about it because she sees the differences being made and the little ripple effect that it has.
That's absolutely fantastic. And yeah, that connection with the cop is so important at a young age that hopefully it keeps going throughout their lives. It's wonderful.